right, so on to some of the fun stuff, building our store. Let's take a look at our store as it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on this eye icon. And you'll see it takes us to this sort of coming soon page. This is temporary until your shop is finished. Let's take a look at some of the interiors of our store. I'm going to come down here to themes. So our current theme right now is the debut theme, and we can customize this by clicking customize. So this is what our shop would look like to a customer right now. This is the home page of our shop with a nice little image slider with a text overlay. There's a featured collection, so if you have products that you want to showcase, you'd put them here. Another image slider, and a search. Right now we only have 2 pages, the home page and the catalog page. Let's take a look at the catalog page. So here's the catalog page. This is where all of your products will be listed. Later on, we can set collections to filter items into specific groups. Then there's the cart, which is empty because we don't have any products yet. So for now, we have the building blocks of a great e-commerce store. So before we add any pages to our site, let's go ahead and take a look at the preferences for our online store. The first section is what's live. So earlier we saw this coming soon pre-launch page. This is what's visible to customers right now. If we wanted to turn it off, we could select online store and it would just show the store to the customers right now. I'm going to go ahead and leave that checked. Next is the title and the meta description. This is what shows up in the search engine when someone searches for your store. So I'm going to go ahead and add a title and a description for our store. Obviously, you'll want to have a good description so that customers can get an understanding of what your products you're selling. Next is Google Analytics. If you have Google Analytics, you could copy in your Google Analytics code here. This is sort of good data that you can use to help you with reports on how your site is doing and for just general marketing purposes. Next is Facebook Pixel, which helps you run ad campaigns on Facebook. There's password protection. So if you wanted to add a password to your restricted page while you're working on it, people could go in through the site using that password. And then there's also checkout protection if you wanted to add a CAPTCHA code, which is like a bunch of random numbers to the checkout to make sure that no bots are using your checkout. So see, I've made the store live so we can go view it as it is. So here's our store. Change to the live view. Now let's try creating some pages. We'll start with the refund policy page. Under Online Store, come down to Pages and click on Add Page. So here are the page details. First, we'll add a page title and then we can add some content. After we've added our title and content, we'll get a preview of what it'll look like in a search engine. Over here is the visibility, where you can make your page visible if it's ready, or you can hide it if you're still working on it. Under templates, we'll leave this until we get to the contact section. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and title my page. And I'm going to go ahead and save. Now, if you remember before, we've already made a refund policy. It's in our settings. So let's go down to settings and then go to checkout. Here's that refund policy that we generated earlier. I'm going to go ahead and copy this text to use on our refund policy page. Now you'll see the pages changed to show that our new refund policy page has been created. So we're going to go into here and copy in that text that we gathered from earlier. So there's all of our text. And you'll see that the search engine preview has updated to show that we've put content on this page. Then I'm going to save. Back to our pages. And let's go ahead and do this for our privacy policy and our terms of service pages as well. Okay, so let's make an About Us page. Let's start by clicking Add Page and title it About Us. I don't have any content for this section, but when you're making content for this page, it's important to be honest with your customers because they can tell when something isn't genuine. Tell your customers your story because it's the best way to connect with them and instill their loyalty. I'm just going to add some generic text to this for now. And then we're going to save. And then let's go ahead and view this page just to see what it looks like in our store. So here it is, blah, blah, blah. But this is where you tell your story about your business. The last major page we're going to work on is the Contact Us page. I'm going to go ahead and click Add Page again. Title it Contact Us. And then for the content, I'm going to type, please use the form below. So remember when I mentioned about talking about this template section? I'm going to change this template suffix to page.contact. And when I do that, that will generate a contact form for us. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And then we're going to go and view this page. So here's our Contact Us page, now with that form that I mentioned before. If you had contact information that you wanted to list out, obviously you can go and change this back to page and just type over here instead. I'm going to leave the contact form though. So now that we've created all these pages for our store, we want to go ahead and add them to our site. Right now we can see that on our site we only have the home page, the catalog, and our search down in the footer. So we're going to go over here to navigation, and then under the menus, we saw the main menu with the home page and the catalog as before. We'll go to main menu, and then we're going to add a new menu item. So let's go ahead and add the contact page. And then we're going to go here to pages and link that page, Contact Us, and add. I'm also going to, actually, let me save it as it is. So if I refresh our home page, there's our Contact Us page. And you can get to this preview of your store by clicking the eye icon. So I'm also going to add the About Us page to our home menu. And I'm going to link that page, add, save. Let's go ahead and view our store. So there's our Contact Us and About Us in our main menu. What I'd really like is for the About Us to be ahead of the Contact Us on this page. So I'm going to grab these little dots here and drag this up. And now I've changed the order of my menu. And I'll save. And you can see now we've got home, catalog, About Us, and then Contact Us. So for the privacy policy, refund policy, and terms of service pages, I want these to be in our footer. Right now in the footer currently is just the search page. There's our search. I'm going to go to footer menu and add a new menu item. And then I'll add the refund page. Refund, add, save. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat this for the privacy and terms of service pages as well. Okay, great. So here are updated menu items. Let's take a look at them in the store. So there's our main menu. And here's our new footer menu. So one extra thing that we can add to our site is a blog. This is a good way to increase your customer attention and to appear as an authority in your industry. However, I'd advise not to add a blog if it's not something that you can maintain on a regular basis. Having posts that are months or years apart doesn't look very professional. So we're going to start off by adding a new blog post. I'm going to click on Create Blog Post. And let's go ahead and look at the page for a second. So first is our blog title and the blog content. You can add an excerpt to the page, and then here's our search engine preview again. Then this blog page is hidden for right now because it's not ready. We can add a feature image if you'd like to. And then there's ways to sort our blog as to where we would like our blog to be on our site. So I'm going to title this blog Summer Fashion Report. And then here's some content. I'm not going to add an excerpt for our blog. I'll leave that alone. I'll change the visibility to visible. Let's add a feature image. And then our blog is currently showing under the news thing, but I'm going to go ahead and create a new blog. And our new blog's title is going to be the Trend Report. And you'll see that it's updated here in our search engine preview as well. So you can also add tags to your blog. This way customers can sort of sort through the topics. So I'll add a tag. And then I'll go ahead and save this. So here's our new blog post. I'm going to go ahead and view so we can see what it looks like in our site. So here's a new blog. If I click on back to Trend Report, this is our blog and our site. There's our feature image with our tags and the title. So you'll see that our blog isn't listed in our navigation. So let's go back and add it to that as well. So we'll go over here to navigation, go to the main menu, add a new menu item, title it our blog. And then we'll go and link it, come down here to blogs, select Trend Report, because that's our blog, and add. And I'm going to shift this above. No, I'll leave it where it is in the menu, and I'll save. So really quick, let's go back to our website, refresh the page, and now our blog is in the main menu. I'm going to click on it. So if I had different topics, you'll see that there's a topics button and it sorts our blog based on our tags. We only have one blog right now, so there's only one post to see. In the next video, we'll talk about adding a theme to our website.